Now we're ready to test the gestures we put into MyPad World, our app for the iPad. In fact, we've added a lot of things now. We've added not just the falling animation on a background screen, but we've added a modal view, which gives the user the ability to change the text that flows down the screen and to change the speed of the animation. Now we've added two gestures. One is to bring up the modal view when the user just taps anywhere on the screen. So the user no longer has to tap the info button, although the info button does work just as well. We also added the gesture where if you swipe to the right, which is the default swipe, the speed increases by 2 points. And if you swipe to the left, it decreases by 2 points. The speed of the animation, that is. And that happens in real time as you're swiping. So that's the idea. Let's test it and see if it worked. Here we are at our MyPad World app. We see that it's set to the device iPad. The deployment target is set. And this is for this target right here. Now we can see the main view here, or part of it. I have to close the dock in the interface builder. Now we can see the modal view here, where we have our interface elements for the text field, the slider, and the done button, as well as the label. So let's back up here and click the run button and just cross our fingers and see if all of this works with the gestures. The build is successful. It loads, and here we have Peace on Earth flowing down the screen as it should be. Now if I click anywhere on this view, it does bring up the modal view, just as it should. Tap done again. Let's see if the I button still works, the info button. That also works fine. Let's see if we can increase the speed. There goes the speed behind us. Let's decrease it. Now it's going very slowly. Let's bring it back up to here. Let's change the text. How about save space the space Earth and an exclamation point. Let's try that and click done and save the Earth. Okay, so now we have everything working. Let's try the swipe. If we swipe to the right and swipe to the right again, you see the animation quickening. Swipe to the right again. It's going much faster now. Swipe again. It's just increased incredibly. The swipe is working to the right. All right, we'll slow it down. We'll slow it down with a swipe to the left, another swipe to the left, another swipe to the left, and you see it slowing down, and another swipe to the left. Our swipes are working, as well as our taps. You can see that the speed did change while we were swiping. If we quit the app by clicking the home button here, and then double click the home button, we'll see it's running in the background. Click it again, and it's back. If we go to the hardware menu, rotate it to the right, and it works. Let's see if the gestures work in this orientation. Swipe to the right, and it's quickening. Swipe to the right, there it goes. Okay, we'll swipe to the left, swipe to the left, swipe to the left. So it's working in both orientations. And you really need to test everything you can possibly test. In fact, the hardware menu offers things like the shake gesture, which shouldn't do anything to this particular app. How about a memory warning? How about we try a simulated memory warning? Well, we don't handle memory warnings. That you'll have to find out on your own. So we'll switch back to vertical, and it's still working, and we'll quit the app here with the home button. And we'll go back to Xcode here behind us and click the stop button. You have to make sure you do this so you stop the app. Then you can go back to the simulator here and choose in the iOS simulator menu, reset content and settings, and click reset. We always want to start with a fresh simulator. Then we quit the simulator. Well, now we have a standalone iPad app that does everything we needed to do. And the real question here is, could we combine it with our iPhone app to create a universal app that runs on both iPhone and iPad? And the answer is yes, as you will see. But before we do anything more to this particular version of MyPad World, we'd like to save a snapshot of the code the way it is. That way, if anything goes wrong, we can always revert back to the snapshot. And to do that, we simply choose File, Create Snapshot. We provide a name and a short description here. We're going to just call it New Snapshot, MyPad World. We're going to add the description, MyPad World finished as a stand-alone iPad app. And then we'll click Create Snapshot. Now what will happen here is that it'll actually create the snapshot. And here we click on Projects. You see that we have all of our projects that we've been working on the left. My iPad world, which is the open project right now, and the new snapshot right here. So if it was necessary to restore from this snapshot, we would click Restore Snapshot at the bottom here. So now we can close the organizer window here. And we know that our MyPad world is secure, and we can continue working on creating a universal version of the My World app. We're going to do the same thing in the My World app, create a snapshot before we proceed.